Good morning guys from Baku. So I got here yesterday but I was too tired to actually do anything, so today I'm super excited to explore. It's a little bit later than I hoped because it's actually been raining all morning, which is kind of strange. Like, it's a lot cooler here than in Antalya where I just was. When I arrived here at the airport, at the border, they looked at my passport and they were like, "Why have you been to Armenia?" And I kind of just panicked and I was like, "Oh, I don't know, I just wanted to see it." And they all just started laughing. It was pretty funny. But anyway, I got here safely in the end after all that craziness. So today I'm hoping to just kind of give you a bit of my first impressions of Azerbaijan. I wasn't really planning to come here initially, but I'm super happy that I did. I think there's quite a lot to see in the city. I think it's a really interesting city, so I'm really excited to explore it. The place I'm staying is pretty good. Let me quickly give you a tour. Okay, please ignore the mess. When I arrive somewhere, the bag just kind of explodes for some reason. So this is the room. Just charging all my stuff. Less than £10 a night. There's the view. And we've got AC as well. Soviet AC. So yeah, pretty good. Anyway, must stop stalling. Let's go out. Okay, I've messed up already. Like, I got on the bus, it was the right number, but it just didn't go in the right direction. So now I'm in some random park. I'm gonna have to go find a metro station, I think. Interesting mix of building styles though. I ended up having to get on 2 different metro trains to get to where I was going, and I didn't film because I wasn't sure if it was allowed. I didn't want to get in trouble, but I eventually arrived at Baku's historic old town. The old city is said to date back to the 12th century and contains many historic landmarks. This is probably the most touristy part of the city, but it's a great place to visit as there's so much to see, and you can spend hours just getting lost in the little alleyways and admiring all of the old buildings. The first place I wanted to visit was the Museum of Miniature Books. This place holds the Guinness World Record for the largest collection of miniature books. The museum's packed full of these little curiosities, all carefully arranged into glass cases, organised by the book's country of origin. The museum's founder, Zarifa Salahova, travelled to 64 countries over a period of 30 years, pursuing her passion for collecting these books. And this is the world's smallest book, in the blue case on the little white circle. It was made in Japan and at 22 pages long, it's only readable using its special magnifying glass. That was so cool, I love stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to try and find some lunch. On my way to find a cafe, I kept getting distracted by more interesting sights, such as the 11th century Muhammad Mosque and minaret. I went into this cafe hoping to get some lunch, but when I went to order they said they weren't actually doing food, so I just got a coffee instead. This is the Maiden Tower, a 12th century monument thought to have previously been part of a Zoroastrian fire temple. Next to the tower is the ruins of a bathhouse, which has a sort of open-air museum that you can walk around for free.
I've left the old city. I've kind of given up on trying to find food for now. I think I'm just going to go and see some more interesting stuff.
I headed towards the funicular station as I heard that this leads to a really nice park with a good viewpoint at the top.
Well, I've just come up to this viewpoint. The weather's a bit overcast, but we should be able to get some really good views of the city and some of the crazy architecture as well. So let's take a little walk around. So we've got a really cool contrast here of these crazy towers, old mosque, a war memorial with the station behind it. Right, now to see if we can find the view deck. It's a nice park, shame the waterfall's not on. And that is the Caspian Sea. Check that out. Crazy buildings. I hope it's not going to rain. I think there's a better viewpoint over here, so we're going to head there. Well, those are some pretty epic views. So I just spotted another kind of monument type structure. I'm gonna check it out.
What is this? Looks amazing. Oh my god, it's a fire. Amazing. I can feel the heat from here.
Let's see what else is around here.
More memorials, I suppose. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue who any of these people are. Must have been important. Got to be a little bit careful what I film here as well, because I've heard some stuff is forbidden, but I think I'm alright. There's a lot of tourists up here.
Anyway, I think I am going to head back down because I still haven't eaten, but yeah, this has been a really cool little visit. Well, I'm back now. I ended up getting the bus instead of the funicular because it was quicker, and I stopped by a bakery on the way and I got myself something. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I'll get something proper later. So this is a simit like you can get in Turkey, but this one's a cheese one and it looks a little bit different, so I thought I'd try it. Let's give it a go. It's a bit weird, it's like sweet, but then it's got cheese on top. and sesame seeds as well. It's quite nice. So I think I'm going to relax for a few hours and eat that, and then later on we'll go and get some food if I can find a place. For some reason I find it really difficult to find places to eat in big cities. I don't know why. I think it's because everywhere's like really fancy and posh and it's not really my vibe, but hopefully we'll find something. So I'll see you later. Well, it's almost 7 now and I'm still starving, so let's just go and get some food. I headed to the famous Nizami Street as I heard that this is quite a lively place in the evenings with lots of cafes and bars, and I ended up finding the exact sort of place I was looking for. I chose this place because they were serving kutab, which is a food I really wanted to try. It's like a stuffed flatbread, and I chose one stuffed with herbs and one with cheese. It came with a little pot of za'atar, which is a common spice in this region. They were very delicious, but a bit small, so I decided to go on a mission to find something else afterwards. And I found somewhere with kanafa. If you didn't know already, this is one of my favourite things ever, and it was the perfect way to end the night. I just got back in. I don't think I'm going to have a kanafa for a while. I think I'm like good for a little bit now. Anyway, sort of first impressions of Azerbaijan. Really liking it so far. It's kind of like Turkey, but kind of not as well, which is kind of spinning my head out a little bit. So I think I might need to give it another few days before I make an actual judgment. But yeah, it's super nice so far. People are really, really friendly and really kind. Especially the men, they're like really gentlemanly for some reason, like giving up their seat for me on the train and the bus, and like always holding doors, and super nice of them. Baku seems like a really interesting city. Really looking forward to spending the next few days here and the next few weeks in Azerbaijan, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see. Hope you've enjoyed this first little look at Baku anyway. Lots more to come. I'm gonna get up bright and early tomorrow. I think the weather's gonna be a little bit better, so we'll do something fun. So I'll see you then.